everyone. My name is Jenna and I am the original HMF. I am a beauty educator and I share tips, tricks, and honest reviews on all things beauty. You can check out more on theoriginalhmf.com, my Instagram, _original_HMF, or like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I recently tried Cool Tone in preparation for the summer season and I wanted to share a little bit about it with all of you. Cool Tone is a muscle building machine. So it is by Allergan. They are the company that produces Cool Sculpt and Botox, a big company, and this is their newest and latest technology on muscle building. So what it is a machine that can be used to tone your abs, your glutes, or your inner thighs, and it's strictly muscle building. So people who will have the best results from this are those who are already in shape and are just looking to achieve muscle growth that they can't necessarily achieve with traditional exercise. So for me, genetically, my glutes just aren't getting any bigger, so I decided to try it on both my abdominal muscles and my glute muscles. I'm not going to share my glute pictures with you, but I will share my abdominal experience with you as well. So a few things to know about Cool Tone. Cool Tone you have to do at least 4 sessions. You have to do 2 sessions per week for the first 2 weeks. After that, if you need more sessions, you can spread them out, or you could continue to do 2 a week. I personally did 6 sessions per area. I did 2 per week, 3 weeks in a row. So 2, 2, and 2. And that's the way that they said I would get the best results for me. You cannot have any metal or rods in your body because it is electromagnetic waves. So when you go in, you cannot be wearing any jewelry or any clothing that has any metal on it because you could get burned. So that's something that's important to remember. Also, you have to do it 2 times a week for 2 weeks in a row to get started. So I have a little video showing you exactly what it's like to get the Cool Tone procedure done. I'm going to share that with all of you, and then I'll come back and share my experience. As you can see in this video, first the practitioner is putting down a towel for comfort. She's now attaching the apparatus. She's placing it on my abdominal muscles, and she's going to secure it with a neoprene belt, making sure it's very tight and it doesn't move as the revolutions begin. You'll see her feeling around and adjusting. She's looking for the perfect spot. So she looks for the bottom of my rib cage and the top of my hips to find the perfect square, and then places the device right in the middle of it. Once the machine begins to work, you'll notice that my leg is twitching and shaking. To start with, it will be a contractionary revolution. The first 4 to 6 of them you have to breathe through because they can be a little jarring but not painful. And then you'll notice that there's a tapping motion to help break up the lactic acid. So here she goes. I had her go ahead and turn it all the way up to 100% power right out of the gate. The machine is starting to come on and it is warming up the muscles. The practitioner stays with me the entire time in case I need anything and to make sure I'm feeling okay throughout the treatment. Now you'll see the contractions start to begin. Obviously it doesn't hurt that badly because I can talk and breathe through the whole treatment. See how my right leg is starting to move? That's the tapping motion taking place to help with the built up lactic acid so that you don't have any soreness. Then you'll see my abdominal muscles start to slightly contract and more tapping motion to break up the acid. This is the contraction, and then as my leg starts to shake again,
That's the tapping to break up the lactic acid.
Okay, so I did not have any pain associated with my Cool Tone experience. I didn't have any soreness. I went in and starting in my first session, I was able to go up to 100% power on my abdominal muscles. So I did each 30-minute session right out of the gate at 100% power. My glutes I worked up to, the first session I got up to 65% power, and all the additional applications following that, I started with the 100% power. So I got the full amount for 5 of 6 sessions on my glutes, and the full amount of power for all 6 sessions on my abdominal muscles. There wasn't any soreness because it does this tapping motion after the revolutions. So first the revolution is that you get a really intense contracting feeling and then a little bit of a tapping feeling. And the tapping feeling is to break up the lactic acid so that you don't have any muscle soreness. So the first day after my first treatment, when I woke up in the morning, I could feel a little tightness and soreness in my abdominal muscles. Once I got up and started walking around, I felt fine. I had no other soreness. And following that, I never had any soreness in my abdominal muscles. Following my 5th session on my glutes, I did have a little bit of soreness at that time because I think that the paddles, they can be moved on your body in different ways depending on what you're trying to achieve. I was trying to achieve a lift, so my paddles were a little bit lower, and I think it caught a little bit of my hamstring muscle more than other sessions. So my hamstrings were a little bit sore and tight, but nothing crazy. And I did see some growth in my hamstrings as well. So basically every session is the same. If you have any metal on you, you go in, you take it all off. They give you a robe to wear. Then they put the paddle on your stomach, your inner thighs, or your glutes. You do a 30-minute session of the contraction and then the tapping, and then you're good to go. I did not see a ton of results following my 6th session. After 2 weeks, I saw a little bit more results, and after 4 weeks after my 6th session is when I saw the most results. To be very honest with you, I saw a bigger result in my glutes than I saw in my abs. I am very happy. I didn't have a lot of glute muscle to begin with. Again, genetically, it just wasn't there for me. So this definitely gave me some roundness and some lifting. I was expecting more from my abdominal muscles. I was pretty fit, I would say, to start with. I had some definition, so I was expecting to come out with like that 6-pack ab look, and I did not get that look from it. So that was my expectation. I definitely have some tightening. You can see a little bit more definition, but not as much as I thought it was going to be. So would I make the investment again? Probably not, but there was some muscle growth from it, just not as much as I was expecting. And I don't think that the time and the cost were worth the investment for the outcome. So that's my honest opinion on Cool Tone. If you have any other questions that you'd like for me to answer, please head over to the full blog and check that out, because they may be answered there on theoriginalhmf.com. Or you can email me or DM me on Instagram at the_original_HMF. I hope that you found this honest review on Cool Tone helpful. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day.